Hey guys, Lucky Ojo here, coming at you with part 4 of Outlast, the Whistleblower DLC. Happy Spooktober, everybody. Uh, well, this last episode. So, we escaped what is quite possibly the creepiest of all Outlast villains. I didn't think we would ever find someone who was more deranged than Traeger or creepier than Walker. But they did. They got it. And that was the Groom. The Wonder Twins also were super creepy. Let's put it that way. It's like all three of them just had the trifecta of all the creepiness and uneasiness of all of them. The constantly being stalked of Walker combined with like the madness of Traeger combined with like the eerie calmness of the Wonder Twins all wrapped up together created the Groom, who just calmly stalked you and never stopped, even more relentlessly than Walker. Like, in comparison, Walker just like haphazardly ran into you occasionally. Like, we jumped through out of like second, third story windows, presumably either broke or like severely damaged both of our legs. And the next minute, he was there again. We went through air vents, which have saved us all in the past in the previous game. He was there the next minute. Nothing we did stopped him. He was always there. But now he is gone. And to his own demise, he had hung so many of his potential, and I'll use air quotes here, brides, that the apparatus he used to hang them when he attempted to hang us, the wires the ropes kind of got crossed, and he ended up hanging himself. And I think the creepiest part was his dying words is he grabbed our hands and said, "We could have been beautiful," or "We could have been something beautiful." I think were the exact words. But the Groom is gone, and there he stands. And we have a thing. He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be, husband. His gut shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear to you, I'm trying. I think we're starting to get affected by everything that's going on. Let's get out of here. What is our actual objective? Because I was so tormented by not trying to die. Find the key to access to the mail ward, which I thought we had found. And obviously Waylon's still limping because we're hurting. We're hurting bad. And I thought we had found that key. And oh wait, actually, hang on. Maybe it dropped near here. Oh, wow. That's actually his guts. That's my bad. I don't want to have to censor this. I'm assuming by now I will have censored the previous episode and all of its buzzsawing glory. There we go. We're going to lose the light here in a second. I'm going to have to switch out batteries. That's unfortunate. I don't think we have anyone else to contend with. So that's one net positive for this whole ordeal. I'm going to try to sprint here. It's a coffee mug. I think we unlocked this already. Okay. And that was where he pulled us and grabbed us and then tried to kill us. Mail ward. So I think we're okay. I think this is where we needed to be. Oh. Okay. So now we're saving, or loading in, and things are on fire. And I just saw that the camcorder recorded stuff, so we'll see what his note is. I'm curious to see what we're loading into. Because now I'm remembering. Oh, there's two things. It must have been another one where we had the camera up and we didn't notice before. A man's body mutilated and bent to mimic or mock the moment of birth. The kind of thing that a man cannot see without changing in some irreparable way. Lisa, I was with you the moment that both of our boys were born. It was, until recently, the most miraculous thing I had seen. Completely outside the reasonable belief, and yet somehow central to everything I've come to believe since. You always said I was too literal-minded, try to turn everything into an if-then statement. He's a software programmer. Lately, I've widened my horizons. How can the things I've seen here be? But I know the answer. Money, profit, things we made just because we could. That was back when the groom first came after us. There was that person, or like combination of people, hard to tell, was positioned like they were giving birth. I didn't see that. Okay, so now we got a burning church. A chapel on fire in the distance. I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need him? That's reassuring. Okay. Cool. We're going to keep moving down the path and hope no one's chasing us. But we got to keep a reasonable pace. Okay. Yep, that's definitely not somebody that was walking down there. But that door seems locked, so we're going to keep going. This is fine. This is fine. The groom's gone, but that still leaves the Wonder Twins, Chris Walker, and the cannibal. All teams use deadly force. It sounds like Murkoff Security Corps is here. There is a, in here. I'm going to grab it. I have forgotten the buttons suddenly. No, I did not forget the buttons. You could not jump over that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Wrong button. There we go. From Helen Granat to Group 8416 at Murkoff to the Rudolph Wernicke phase out. Dear sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Rudolph Wernicke from Massive, or from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has cheerfully been nicknamed the Crypt Keeper, and legally speaking, he died years ago. I understand patients 141306 TAC 8 and 1427 9 TAC 1 and 14868 TAC 1 have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential for this new project. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of these three lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume that Wernicke was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope that the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff, so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Granat, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. So we've seen in the regular game emails that were printed from Helen Granat, and for the Legal Mitigation Department, she writes a lot of stuff that she probably shouldn't write for the Legal Mitigation Department. She doesn't really keep things coded all that well. But one thing of note, and I didn't catch this in the main game, and this just answered for me, the old man was Wernicke. I'm pretty sure, if I'm reading this correctly, he was legally died years ago, but they've moved him out of Mount Massive, and then they put him in the lab, and then they did it in a way that everyone would just assume he's gone. That makes sense now that the old man is Wernicke, and he was very close to Billy Hope, who was the one we had to kill at the end of the original game. Hope, sorry, spoilers if you are watching this in somehow the reverse order of how this game works, but watch the original game. Now this makes sense. And battery, yes. Okay. The old man was Wernicke. And that makes a lot of things make sense. Okay. Oh. Those are people with guns. We're going to avoid those guys. Oh, that's, that's the Wall Rider. So that means Billy Hope has gotten to the point where he is fully manifesting the Wall Rider, which we kind of knew that. This is 100% going to be a chase. This is too long of a hallway and for too long of a time. I'm trying to pick it up. Transfer patients, the 3 that were mentioned before, from Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive, to Murkoff ARD Zyker facility. Ooh. Caution, level triple black security protocols, including chemical restraint, physical restraint, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all times in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of loss of acuity. They are physically blind but not unseeing. Note, security clearances for Project Wall Rider will not apply to information regarding patients in those numbers. New security clearances will be issued and appropriate protocol reassigned. So they sent 3 different people to a whole new facility. That's reassuring. Okay. And this music is not doing anything to my nerves, by the way, just so we're all on the same page. Okay, I need to close that. Just do a quick one. I could have swore there's a battery in one of these one time. And so, like, ever since I've just searched for batteries, I can't see myself in these mirrors, and I swear they do that on purpose. It's like they don't want you to know what you look like. Okay. This area looks super familiar. Directions are already starting to look there. Yeah, why don't we just either head downstairs or follow the bloody footprints? No, we can't follow the bloody footprints. That's where we got thrown down as Miles. I'm gonna run down because it's wide open right now. It will not stay that way. I'm just gonna go on the assumption that I can get out right now.
Mr. Park. How the fuck are you still alive?
Oh. Hang on. Jeremy Blair. Jeremy Blair, my supervisor, man who'd see me skin salted and done in for a promotion and a few martinis, injured, dying, if he's not already dead. I'm just trying to feel sorry for him, really I am. There's no way he's stopping me from getting out of this godforsaken place. I'm coming home, Lisa. Oh, I ran a little fast for that message. Because he definitely just stabbed me. Why is he so determined to get me out? Oh, okay, there we go. The wall rider just finished that one up for me. Oh, that's my manifestation of the wall rider. Am I gonna make it? This looks strikingly familiar. Oh man, the cars are outside already. That means they already went down to the basement. So they already got attacked. So what happened to Waylon? Wait a minute. Miles is already here. What is that? Oh no. He crashed. And it looks like he's a...
There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, there'll be nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do.
Oh man.
Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
He's got to do it. Wayland escaped. Oh my god. Oh man. So many things to say right now. So, unintentionally, Wayland is 100% responsible for Miles' death. Kind of. I'm going to put like 50-50. Not even. 'Cause straight up Miles, like watch episode 1 of Outlast, and I'm like, these are all the red flags. Miles, go back home. Like, Miles, go back. And Miles never did. So Miles has a great deal of blame on his own. But the only reason Wayland escaped was he took Miles's Jeep because he sent the message, and because of the groom, he got drugged for long enough that Miles came and actually was there. And I think this is actually really early on, during Miles's like traversing on. I think right at the time that we're like running out is while Miles is like kind of probably around like the sewer events, maybe a little bit before the sewer events. And ironically, Walker is so obsessed with getting Miles to contain the information that Wayland just gets out. Like, no harm, no foul. And also, equally ironically, Father Martin, who sees Wayland, is not even noticing that he also has a camera. Weirdly enough, like that's another plot device, which I don't really understand why Wayland had a camera in the first place. But whatever, we're not gonna go there. Doesn't seem to care and do his whole like, oh, you're the the apostle of whatever, and then go into this crazy ordeal, forcing him through like that sliding bar that he did with Miles. So Wayland just got the F out of there. Like it like outside of his boss's boss or whatever, like stabbing him and continuously trying to stop him. Like honestly, if it wasn't for like the groom, and oh my god, the groom, in a couple points where the twins, and now thinking back on it, remember in the original Outlast, now that we're comparing timelines, there was a point where I was like, hey, where are the Wonder Twins? They were there, they were waiting for us, and now they're gone. Well, where they were is they were chasing Wayland in the prison ward, because we had just escaped the prison ward and then they just disappeared. Well, where they disappeared was they were chasing Wayland. And this makes perfect sense now. And then the brief moment that we had with Walker, I think, is the one reprieve we had from Walker. And then he went, and that's when he kind of ended up in the prison ward as well. And then Wayland just ends up with his own set of bad guys, right? Between Frank the cannibal and then the groom. But like, as far as the overlapping villains, the timelines kind of line up when there were moments where the enemies weren't there with Miles, and you're kind of like, hey, where are these guys? Like, I was always talking about, like, there's these wild cards out in play. Where are these wild cards? Originally, with Whistleblower, I thought that we were way before. But apparently Miles like got this email and like rolled up downtown. Oh, he didn't stay very far away. And apparently he rolled up there like as soon as possible. It was apparently nearby, and he was just like, well, it's down the road from me. Let me just do this right now. Because we were only out for like 12 hours. So between the 12 hours of being knocked unconscious, we were out for an unknown period of time with the morphogenic engine. That's what it was. In the very beginning, that unknown amount of time when we were under the experiments, that's when Miles showed up. So that makes more sense. And then while everything's going crazy, we're out for another 12 hours. So that's why these timelines match up. I was kind of wondering why the timelines didn't match up, but we were out for an unknown amount of time because of the morphogenic engine. So that makes way more sense. And this answers some questions. The kind of plot hole I feel a little bit... There's two, and I haven't played Outlast 2. I may play this later in Spooktober this month, or we may save it for next Spooktober, because I can't keep playing Outlast games because I don't know if my nerves will handle it. But I keep calm and relatively non-expressive, but like for real, Outlast makes my I'm pretty sure like I lose years off my life playing them. But the outlying questions that I have, at the end of it, they talked about a new facility. So, what's up with the new facility with the alleged female patients where they were keeping Dr. Wernicke in the dark? So, there's something there. And then literally the whole time Wayland is just like And every single one of his things that he sees, he's always like, Lisa, 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 Lisa. And he's like, I'm coming to you. I'm coming home to you. No matter what happens, all that matters is I get home to you. And then the final thing that we're told to do is upload the damage to Murkoff Corp, which will hurt our family. It's like, does hurting them worth everything? You'll hurt your family. Your entire family will be hurt. Your children, your family, like everyone is going to be damaged by this. And don't get me wrong, we collected a lot of evidence. Like it'll be bad on them. It's just it just seems contradictory to everything that we had written during that time. So that's my two kind of issues with what happened there. But all in all, Whistleblower is pretty good. And for a DLC, like, that game, it was almost as long as the game. And it filled in a lot of the gaps. And for real, though, for a villain that they add in a DLC, the Groom, my God. Like, that guy, wow. Like, that guy will give you nightmares. I apologize for all of you if any of you get nightmares from that guy. He was good. He was good, and wow. Like, Red Barrels, kudos. You did good. I can now officially uninstall this game and never play it again. And I say that with the utmost respect to the developers. It says a lot about a horror game. When you are so afraid that you never want to play it again. But that is Outlast. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know if I missed something super duper duper important, or what you think of the conspiracies or plot holes or what is outlying between it, or if I just missed it in the playthrough. There's some places that I missed because at the end there were a lot of hallways I could have went down, and I kind of just like went down a random hallway and ended up at the exit. So let me know with all of those things down in the comment section below. As always, lay the smack on the like button, and we will see you next time.